Welcome back to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti. We are joined by Harris McDowell, state senator from Newcastle County. And I'm going to say it again, the longest serving state senator in the history of Delaware. You were very proud. We talked about your seed fund. You're also very proud of the sustainable energy utility. Right. First, let's talk about the success of it and the failures, if there are any of it, and then also what you need to keep it going. Let's start with the successes and any possible failures. I'll bring up the failures.
Well, okay. Well, the successes are that we have a number of resources. One was built into the original program, which is to go and get private financing to finance energy sustainability. And we've done that. We did one big $72 million bond issue, which created 980 jobs, not permanent jobs, but there's a measurement device that's recognized to measure those. But and so we did that. What we want to do is another one of those. We've got bureaucrats sort of stopping it, and it is.
Why?
Well, I don't know exactly the answer, but the argument they're putting forward, they say that it affects the state's bond financing, and it doesn't, and it says so. When you go to the bond market, there's a thing called an offering statement. That is the Bible. You dare not tell a falsehood in that. So in our offering statement, on the very front page, in capital letters and italics, it says that this is not full faith and credit of the state. The state will not have to raise revenues to pay these off. They're strictly paid off by the savings in energy. And that's guaranteed. So the bond buyers, excuse me, in New York, look at that and they can see, gee, I can do something good with my investment money, and I'm guaranteed a return.
Who profits from this?
Nobody. It's a nonprofit operation. The taxpayers profit. The owners of these buildings profit. In a sense, now they're all, because they're municipals, hospitals, universities.
And it costs the state nothing?
It costs the state nothing, nothing at all. And all costs for the thing. For instance, you have to have a financial advisor that's licensed to practice on the New York Stock Exchange. You have to have a bond attorney who's licensed to practice before the New York Stock Exchange. All of those costs are rolled into the cost of the bonds, paid by the savings in energy.
Well, we only have a couple minutes left, and I do want to talk about politics. What's Beau Biden going to do?
Well, I believe Beau is taking stock, and I think he wants to run for governor. If he does, I will support him. I think he's a great young man that has proven himself here in Delaware, and would make a great governor. He has some personal issues that he has to work through. I stand ready to do anything in my power to help him work through those issues, but when he says go, I'm ready to go.
If he does not run?
Well, then I'll have to have a second and third choice, I guess.
John Carney?
John Carney's a great guy. I've always supported John Carney. I love him. The only thing I would say, I'd like to see him stay in Congress, because I think as he gets more seniority, he's going to be able to be a really good representative for the people of Delaware.
Well, he sat here a few weeks ago and he said if Beau Biden doesn't run, he is very interested in running.
I'm not surprised. He is able, he's willing, he's proven. He's a smart young man. What's not to like? So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But I would, if he asked me, I would say, why don't you stay in Congress? You can do more good there.
The other name you hear is Tom Gordon.
Yeah, the other name here is Tom Gordon. Another guy has proven himself through thick and thin. Been through a lot of baptism of fire. Come out the other end with intact. And so I think that, yeah, I'd support Tom if he runs too.
Well, but if Beau Biden runs, it seems like he
clears the field. If Beau Biden runs, that's it.
Does he need to make up his mind quickly?
There's
everything's frozen until he decides.
There's a time when he will need to do that. I don't know what that time is. I'm sure he'll consider it.
He has not done any media interviews, and that's an odd way to run for governor. It's also an odd way to leave office for Attorney General. I mean, it's caused speculation, it's caused rumors. I'm not going to get into rumors, but is the question that everybody seems to pose is he sicker than we were all led to believe?
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of speculation about that. And I'm not going to engage in that speculation. He's a friend. I know he's healing and, you know, is continuing to heal, and I support him as a friend. So let's talk about odd. Let's not say odd, but it's different. But maybe we need somebody to run for public office. It does things a little differently. Maybe the old way where you have a passel of press releases mostly about a lot of nonsense to try to get yourself up to run. How many times does Jeb Bush have to say, I'm thinking about it, and get another press release?
Yeah, I was going to, you know, it's funny because you just undercut my argument to your answer. I was about to say if his last name wasn't Biden, he wouldn't get away with this, but then you brought up Jeb Bush, and he could certainly, yeah, it's the other side of it. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in.
Been a pleasure.
We had a chance to talk. Senator McDowell, good luck with your bond initiative and also with the SEED program.
Thank you.
And the city of Wilmington.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this.